What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something I thought was going to take me hell of a lot longer to find. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Neca Toys Eastman and Laird's Turtles Adventures. I guess this is from the Archie comic books, the Stump Wrestling 4-pack, and yeah, this is awesome. So I don't know much about this. I'm going to be completely honest with you. To me, it's just another fun version of the Turtles. So here's the side. I believe this is Donatello and Leonardo. They look pretty good. And then on the other side, you get to see Raphael and Michelangelo, of course, you know, enjoying some pizza over there. I really love the designs of these. There's a barcode if you're looking for it. I found mine at Target. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is a Target exclusive. I don't know. I think it's a Target exclusive, but the figures look great in there. Then on the back, you get to see some other characters coming, like Crying Hound. That Leatherhead, I have not seen that Leatherhead, but that is something I would consider picking up. Ace Duck looks good. It looks like we're going to get... I believe they showed the next version of Crying Hound over here, too. He looks awesome, too. Not something that I think I want to get, but, you know, sometimes I like to get random turtle characters. And then these tree guys, I don't know much about them, but I'm sure NECA will get around to making them at some point. So... And by the way, an awesome picture there. But without further ado, I'm very happy to have found this as easily as I did. Let's go ahead and open these brothers up. So I don't usually do this, but the backdrop in here is way too good not to just take a look at. I mean, look at all these creatures. This artwork is amazing. Amazing. I love the designs of all of these people. There's a couple that remind me of some people, though. This guy kind of looked like Jake. Definitely. This guy kind of looked like Jake for sure, too. Man, you got Triceratops there. This guy kind of looked like my sister. Oh, man. Look at these guys, bro. But... oh, dude, we got a little Nosferatu guy. Little tapier looking dude. But NECA. I don't know who this is. Or what his backstory is. But, for the love of God, please make him. I'm a huge Woolly Mammoth fan. I'm going to look this guy up as soon as this video is done. NECA, whoever this is, make him. Because we got Billy Bob. So I assume we're going to get some of these characters. And he looks like he's a little bit more detailed than the other people. So maybe this is a hint as who's to come. This would be awesome to get, make a custom Jabberjaw. If you like creatures, this looks amazing. I hope we get all of these people. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the figures. So getting the Turtle Brothers themselves out of the packaging, not in the orientation that they came out of the box, I will say these are pretty damn awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it upright. They're pretty awesome. But then again, it's a set of NECA Turtles. How often are they not awesome? So I'm gonna go through and go by design of which one, you know, my least favorite to my favorite. Go through them. I'm probably just gonna do accessories on their own, just because I don't know what accessories are specific to what. And if there's references in the accessories, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to miss it because I've never read this book. I just bought these because they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're a new design, and I have a problem. So let's go ahead and start with my least favorite design, which is unfortunately Donatello. I don't really like his design here. It's okay, it's not bad, and it's not NECA spot at all. I mean, I was looking at images, it's definitely recapturing this pretty much perfectly. It's just, I don't really care for this design for him. I think it's meant to be like a Hulk Hogan reference, because I'm also going to say I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm sorry, I'm not a wrestling fan. So I think it's supposed to be like a Hulk Hogan reference. Like this is supposed to be like his hair. But he looks nervous. But I think the paint that is here is great. They do that sketch thing so well. All the paint on here looks great. You get this like tunic thing. It's like a shirt, like a muscle shirt. And check this out, guys. NECA went pinless. If I'm not mistaken, this is their first pinless turtle set. Oh, it's a game changer, man. game changer. Neca always trying to improve their stuff, and I think they're going pinless going forward. So that is super exciting. This looks, there's like nothing I would change about this. It looks beautiful for what it's supposed to be. Again, objective or subjective design apart, it looks great. Now, does this turn? It does turn. Okay, so I guess it's a bandana, but the paint on the top of the head, like the mask, looks great. Love all the paint. You get to see the shell poking through. Yeah, that's a good looking turtle. He looks really good. So, and as far as hands go, I think they're all interchangeable except for Raphael's hands because he has the black hands. So we'll go through and just show these really, really quick. You get a pair of flat hands. You get a pair of pointer finger hands. You get a pair of clenchy hands. And you get a pair of thumbs up hands, or like pointing at myself hands, which I like these. So those are interchangeable between 3 of the 4 turtles, including Donatello. But yeah, not a huge fan of this design, but I think it does look fantastic. Next up, let's take a look at Michelangelo here. This is the most wrestly turtle, I would say, out of the bunch, but it's just not my favorite design here. I like it. I do like it, but yeah, whatever. I like the mask. It's very simple. It's just a luchador mask. I like it. You get the yellow on the eyes. The paint on the wraps looks fantastic. Really adds to this a lot. You get to see the shell, which is interesting. They went more of a soft shell turtle look on this because the vertebral, maybe you guys don't care, but it does look good. I like it quite a bit. The paint looks great. Again, that pinless look for Neca. Enough said, cause enough said. Really, really like this head sculpt. Looks wild. He looks like he's having a good time, which I assume in this book he is having a good time. So yeah, looks great. Very clean paint. Good stuff here. There's not much to talk about. It's a pretty basic turtle, but it looks fantastic, especially for what it's supposed to emulate. Next up, let's take a look at Leonardo, and I think he looks awesome. This is my favorite design, my second favorite design, I guess. So Raph's probably my favorite, but I really like it. The paint looks good. Unfortunately, mine has like a little bit of scuffage there, but that probably was me ripping them out of the packaging. I'm not great at that. I will say this knee pad is a little weird on this side. I don't know if it's glued in wrong or whatnot, but I think it's really smart to make the knee pad just glued to the knee joint because look at all that range and it looks great. So I think that's awesome, but I love the blue and white coloring. The yin and yang symbol on the chest looks good. Just a overlay piece, but it works. It totally works. That head sculpt is phenomenal. That looks great. Love the paint on there. Awesome. Good stuff. Looks really good. Pinless, again, awesome. There's not much to say else, but the paint, the lines, great work here. Cool design as well. Then oddly enough, probably my favorite one is the most basic one, just the all black shadowed turtle Raphael. Look at that paint. That blue on that shell looks fantastic. I just think it's awesome. It's such a unique look for a turtle. For hands, he comes with a pair of fist hands and a pair of open splayed hands, which I don't know which ones I like better, but they all have great paint on them and unique paint. Like, it's so cool when they do this kind of stuff. Like, this is what action figures at this price point should be, because this is not a cheap set, but still better than a Super 7 figure. So it looks really good. Funny enough, I think he's molded in green and painted black. You can kind of see up in there, but I don't really care. But it looks great. Love that head sculpt. The only really color you get is the blue and then the color in his mouth and on his eyes. But that looks awesome. That looks great. Looking very, very nice. And I'm going to do the articulation on him because they all share the same body mold, but his will show the most range that you can get out of it. Probably then Mikey, then Leo, then Donnie is probably the most restricted. But taking a look at the head sculpt, or the head range, goes up, down, pivot side to side because you get a neck joint at the top and the bottom of the neck. So you get pretty much all the range you're going to need. Shoulder goes up past horizontal. That'll go down. It'll rotate 360. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Looks good. And then the wrist swivel and hinge. Looking good. torso is pretty nice on this. Pivot side to side. Rotate all the way around. Looking good. Hips go out all the way. It'll go down. Now, they changed their hip style here that it's just a ball peg on here, which is kind of interesting, like a T-joint in there. So you don't get that much rotation. That's kind of McFarlane-ish. Neca, what's going on with that? Not a big fan of that. But I think I'll take the pinless double joints over the rotation. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because it's not bad. It's still more than most McFarlane's, but whatever. Double jointed knees. That looks great. They work good. Looking nice. Then the ankle goes down and up, and it'll pivot. So, again, it'll vary a little bit between the turtles, but I didn't want to bore you all doing all 4 of them. So, looks really good. Very good movement. It's a surprisingly well done set. And then finally, let's take a look at the accessories, because I think they can pretty much go with any of them. So if you're thirsty, you can get a soda, or you can get a soda. Just one's in a cup and one's in a can. Beautiful paint, more paint than most Hasbro figures. Then you go in here, and if you want to get an ice cream to go with it, you get a purple ice cream. I don't know what flavor that would be, but there you go. That's an option. Then we get into stuff I really like. So you get this mallet. Looks awesome. This was next to Mikey, so I'm assuming this comes with him. But I think Raph would suit better with this, right? Looks great. Very, very nice. You get a fire extinguisher. I wish this was a little bit more bendy. This is super rigid. Super, super rigid. But the paint is nice. All the little white marks on there. The dial on there. The pressure gauge. Looks great. But I do wish this was a little bendy so you could, move it and aim it. Then you get a folding chair, which does work. So you can have them sitting, slamming chairs on top of each other. That is awesome. That is super, super awesome. Very cool. Again, I'm not a wrestling guy at all. I've never watched a single wrestling match in my life. But this is cool. I like that a lot. That's multifunctional. And then finally, get this little guy. I'm assuming this is the dude who's like, ding, ding, ding. Like when the match is about to begin, and that is such a fun little accessory. It rotates here. Does he rotate? I don't know. He doesn't rotate. I would just be careful with that, but this rotates. Kind of odd, but yeah. Looks great. Awesome paint all the way around. Very good batch of accessories. Here they are next to the Neca Toys King Kong, along with the 6-inch Jazzwares Fortnite Series Peely, so I think they work in both 6 and 7-inch scale. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then finally, here they are next to the Marvel Legends Hasbro What If Series Zombie Captain America. So some of you might be out there wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on these figures? And I gotta say, they're pretty awesome. I wasn't gonna go crazy looking for these guys. I was gonna try, but if I didn't get my hands on them, that's fine. But I literally went to one Target, and it was just sitting on the shelf. That barely ever happens to me. I can only name 2 or 3 times that that's happened. So it is very relieving to do that, because it just makes me want to buy them. If I have to keep searching for something, I'm not going to want them, but I do want these. So I'm happy I got them. But at a price point, that is high. I mean, this is $150. Are you getting your money's worth? And I'd have to say, yeah, you are, definitely. I think it's pushing it, to be honest, especially compared to how many accessories you usually get with NECA figures. I think there's a little bit less in here, but I think they have to start to get their money back on making these new molds, and I understand that. So for that, I can see they're trying, and it's a lot of fun, and it's just a good damn turtle set, as if I don't have enough. But at that price point of $150, I'm going to go ahead and still give them a 9 out of 10. I think that these are really, really good. I think the high price point is the only thing really holding it back. They're pretty much perfect for what they're supposed to be. But is that a surprise coming from NECA? It shouldn't be at this point. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps and have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? See you guys next one. Peace. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.